We thought this vacation would save us. That was the lie we all believed as we packed our bags, locked the front door, and climbed into the car with forced smiles and hopeful hearts. After years of stress, silent arguments, and emotional distance, this trip felt like our last chance to become a family again. No work calls, no school pressure, no distractions. Just us, the open road, and the promise of peace. At least, that's what we told ourselves. The morning air was cool and fresh, the kind that makes you believe anything is possible. My husband drove, gripping the steering wheel a little tighter than usual. Our teenage son stared out the window, earphones in, lost in his own world. Our daughter sat beside me, scrolling on her phone, occasionally glancing up to smile. From the outside, we looked like the perfect family heading off on a happy adventure. But beneath the surface, something felt wrong. It started as a small, almost invisible tension, a heaviness in the air that no one dared to mention. My husband barely spoke, his jaw clenched as if holding back words. Our son avoided eye contact, his shoulders stiff. Even my daughter, usually full of excitement, seemed unusually quiet. I tried to ignore the feeling, telling myself I was just nervous, just tired. Still, the silence in the car grew louder with every mile. The road stretched endlessly ahead, golden fields blurring past the windows. We played old songs, hoping nostalgia would lighten the mood. For a moment, laughter returned. We shared stories from the past, joked about silly memories, and pretended everything was normal. And for a brief, fragile moment, I believed it. But then my husband's phone buzzed. He glanced at the screen, and his face changed instantly. The color drained from his cheeks. His hands tightened on the steering wheel, knuckles turning white. He didn't answer the call. Instead, he silenced the phone and slipped it into his pocket. "Everything okay?" I asked gently. He hesitated. "Yeah, just work." But his voice betrayed him. It was shaky, uncertain. That was the first warning. As we continued driving, a strange sense of unease settled deep in my chest. I felt as though we were moving towards something unseen, something waiting patiently for us at the end of this road. I couldn't explain it, but the closer we got to our destination, the heavier my heart became. By late afternoon, we arrived at the small seaside resort we had booked. It was beautiful, peaceful waves, golden sand, and soft ocean breezes that smelled of salt and freedom. The kind of place meant for healing and relaxation. Yet instead of relief, I felt a chill run down my spine. The resort lobby was quiet, almost too quiet. Our footsteps echoed across the marble floor as we checked in. A soft melody played in the background, but it did nothing to ease my nerves. When the receptionist handed us the room keys, her smile faltered for just a second, so quick, I almost missed it. Room 317. I don't know why that number stuck in my mind, but it did. Our room overlooked the ocean. The view was breathtaking, but no one seemed to notice. My husband stood by the window, staring out, as if searching for something in the distance. Our son dropped his bag and went straight to the balcony, leaning over the railing in silence. My daughters sat on the bed, unusually still. "Isn't it beautiful?" I whispered, hoping to break the tension. No one answered. That night, as darkness swallowed the sky and the waves whispered against the shore, I couldn't sleep. The room felt suffocating, heavy with unspoken words. My husband lay beside me, awake. I could tell by his breathing, shallow, uneven. "Are you sure everything's okay?" I asked softly. There was a long pause. "I just hope we did the right thing coming here," he said. My heart skipped. "What do you mean?" But he turned away, pulling the blanket tighter around himself. "Nothing. Go to sleep." I stared at the ceiling, my mind racing. Did he know something I didn't? Had this trip been a mistake? The walls felt too